possibly be. Oh, it's Group A.
And that'll definitely be a highlight one to watch. Push strats, get themselves set to make sure they know how to go through the motions.
Yeah. Smart. Back. You come out of that tunnel, the B tunnel. It's always a little scary for a lot of people because especially if you're newer to the genre as players and as we as commentators, we're going to do our best to just try and help people out so that they could learn a little bit more about the game. And you're here too, Riv. You could provide a ton of insight because you have that background from. Really enough, Shroud has been on Twitter not really singing the praises of Raze, saying that I don't know if it was a troll tier list. I saw it on the Valorant.
They play with it, and it's always competitive. When that comes out, I think, well, okay, maybe they consider her a pub stomper. Is that what she is once in a competitive scene? Can you run around the nades? Do you play around the rocket, which is technically quite slow, and she yells it out? So if you know she has it that round, you play around it, right? You can see the information. A lot of times when we're pubbing, we're going.
Really is like one of the better, even though he has very high skill ceiling, is where you can place your smokes and how you do so and how quickly and how effectively you're able to place them. It is a great agent for that could potentially be a kill. So, is it necessarily a good thing? I mean, I think so. Maybe some diehards will disagree with me. But that's just my
I like your point with the watching your angle with the brim smokes, and I do agree there is display
with that gun. It's early for me. Is really impressive. But very typical there of Summit. So they are going to be pushing onto the site. Spike down. Let's see now how they're going to hold this one out. We do have a player that's going to be pushing out from Lanterns. AZR actually ends up getting 2 for his troubles by Lanterns, making it into a 2v2. Nasty shot there from him.
It's gonna fuck you up, fuck.
But now he's going to be playing this angle. They have to know where Summit is going to be. That's why the wall went down. Brian front steal. Takes out Gratisfaction. Leaving just their Brimstone by himself. He's going to be on site. Can he clutch it out, though? Steal in a 1v1 here, and nicely done. Down in the right spot. And that is going to be the plant. Summit, brilliantly done around the corner. That was just a...
on that night and day practicing there. So.
The lob grenades, man. Those things.
It is super fun. I'm telling you, man. When you know you're gonna make it rain, you just huff it straight in the air. It's like your own orbital strike.
Yeah, it's those clusters are so powerful, but they ended up getting the site all clear. Good communication, good comms. Indicates to me that they're they're talking to one has played before together. So I'm not all that surprised. And look at Timmy Tapman pushing forward over here with the Spectre. He's got some teammates. They're good to go. Oh, that's Shroud. Shroud usually
is almost like you were swinging a bat with donuts on it and you just took the donuts off, right? There may not be hit scan. You got to get the recoil down a bit, but everything is right in front of you all the time. And these guys have been calculating so many different things in a game of Apex. So this actually should come pretty easy. Not easy, but pretty well for them.
Yeah, but they have that natural ability, the natural skill. I mean, this guy, Ace, he's disgusting. Even though he does get picked off there and they lose out on the site, that is... it is going to happen. They will all learn that information. And then you'll just start to see, as these players continue to evolve, they stop being CS or Apex players, and they just simply become Valorant players. That's what they are. Oh, look at him on Scott. Nice shot there.
And looking at how some people have swayed for Sage being kind of overpowered and not overpowered, I actually think she gets more strength from, like you were saying, her positioning, where to place walls. We were playing some custom games where the walls were being placed that were creating the most insane angles to shoot from the defending or the opposing team. And it was just like, wait a minute, these are stronger than heals. And in a competitive setting, when you're flying into a site like this, do you really have, time to res? It's going to be tough. So it's interesting to think about. We'll see if we all see it today. You hate to see it.
It is learning where your opponent's going to be, executing on sites, and then getting control, and then how you hold sites. You actually had some great insight yesterday that I thought was interesting. You had mentioned because this is something that truly had never come into my mind. Where you're like, when you get the site, you kind of back away from it. You know, you don't necessarily hang out in sight. You play around the site, and it makes sense.
Yeah.
If you want to dive
And
further into that.
it can be kind of different. That's too hard.
Yeah, that would be a little too ridiculous. But they are going to be inside of the B side here. They do get picked off from the left side. Flom and Ace were there to receive them right at the front door. And Ace, with that op in the backfield, he has just been shredding through, leaving 2 players left alive. It's going to be Braxton AZK, but they get...
Tim from spawn trying to get some shots out. It looks like he's going to have help here at B. We'll see if they can hold it. They have 2 rounds to pick up, and this might be a tough econ if they don't win this one.
Toss a nade around, a very common...
So you should just toss it over the wall to the left when he hears him. Like straight up over his wall instead of through this door.
Oh,
you can make it rain over the site.
That's right. That's right. You can actually just go back a little bit, like maybe 5 steps. Look up, toss it. That thing's going to blow up in the air, and it's just going to go through. And they actually are going to be shooting through the box. Cypher Cam. Those kills went through. 2 players still left alive. Brilliant wall there by the Sage to just block it. He just got to watch angles. They know exactly where they're located. Doesn't like I was watching one on Halo, and they showed how they did the assault rifle and what they did to create that sound effect. I want to know what they did for the fall damage. Was it really celery breaking very slowly? That is the question here. But all right, this was. I mean, we're tied up. We're all tied up here. This is it. I can't believe it.
It's happening. If you blinked, you missed it. A lot.
Now, looking forward though. See what Mendo's going to do as he's coming around the side here. This is where his teammates were going to be picked off. Does have a res, and just like that, Brax was the difference maker there. That
window cut out.
Dude, that's what I'm saying, man. Oh, look at that. So Flom was playing that angle and just got poked there by Ska. They're going to go in for this plant. Boom Buddy came through, and Tim the Tapman was there. Tim the Tapman gets 2. That's going to leave just 1 player left alive, and it's Shroudy Shroud in a 1v2. He's got 1 second. He can get the plant down. He got the plant, but they have to know exactly where he's going to be. He goes in for the heal. He's going to wall it. He walls the left side, and look at that. He walls it to the point, but he can't do it. Oh, that was a great wall, though, because he denied any kind of push from the right directly in front of him, and he knew that the challenge had to come from in front around the thing that puts the nail in the coffin for Team Shroud. Some nades being sent out from Tim. Angles on Lantern. Going to use Greg the bot to push this. And to make... Oh, that's going to be a shower push. That's a shower push, but the rocket's out. I don't think they know the rocket's out. And Tim, he gets 1. The doctor will not be seen today.